From here in the Golan Heights, we have an excellent view of Syria, a country torn apart by a civil war between Bashar al-Assad's loyal government forces, the Free Syrian Army, and the Islamic State. The conflict has brought about chaos, destruction, and bloodshed, as well as even drug trafficking to this region. Precursor chemicals from Europe and around the world are being trafficked into Syria and Lebanon to create a drug known as Captagon, a drug that is fueling the Syrian civil conflict.
Captagon was invented nearly 40 years ago as a prescription drug for ADD, which was later banned in the 1980s because of health concerns. Production of the drug migrated from Europe to the Middle East, where upheaval and weak governmental control in Syria and Lebanon meant a favorable environment for traffickers. As Syria further destabilized, the demand within the state and abroad for the drug drove production to new heights. Not only were fighters taking the drug to stay alert for weeks of intense combat, but a new market for the drug came into its prime, a market found in Saudi Arabia. Captagon pills cost less than 5 cents to produce in Syria, and they're selling for up to $20 in Saudi Arabia as fuel for a thriving nightlife scene. In 2012, Saudi officials seized over 70 million pills, worth over $1/3 billion. They estimate that these seizures only represent 10% of the Captagon that is flowing into the Saudi kingdom, meaning that the cash revenue generated by sales is quite substantial, cash that is flowing back into the Syrian region as fuel for a bloody civil war entering its 5th year.
As the conflict rages on, there seems to be more and more talk about the drug, more ways of preventing trafficking in the Middle East, and more ways to deal with the addiction problems. But for now, there seems to be no end in sight. From the Golan Heights, I'm Andrew McIntyre.